All right, you're live. Thank you, Dean.
Hello everybody, my name is Dean Rees and I'm the Mayor of the rural city of Wangaratta. First I'd like to begin by acknowledging our traditional owners and the custodians on the land in which we meet here today and pay our respects. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a flood event here in Wangaratta throughout the rural city of Wangaratta coming down. I've been this morning myself, had a drive up through to Myrtleford and on to Bright just to have a look at the amount of water coming down through. But there's people here today qualified much more than me to give their bits and pieces and information. So firstly I'd like to hand over to Lockie Gales, who is our incident controller from the Wangaratta CFA, for the latest information. Thank you, Lockie.
Okay, thank you, Dean. Yes, I'm the incident controller for what is in preparation of a major flood event. Currently, everyone would be aware that we've had a significant amount of rain in the catchments, up to 35 mil in Ovens and Kitten catchment since Wednesday morning at 9. But in the Alpine areas, we've had very, very significant totals in sometimes record totals, particularly at Mount Hoffman. So currently the river level at Wangaratta is around about 12.4. We're at this point expecting it to reach a level below the 12.7 major flood level, but very close to it. So people need to be prepared to follow the watch and act messages we've got out and take the necessary precautions. Currently, there's been over 140 requests for assistance since the rainfall began. Currently, there's none outstanding. We do have a significant amount of resources from SES being staged in Wangaratta overnight in preparation for any work that has to be undertaken in preparation. And there's been a sandbagging depot active in the grounds next to the police station opposite the SES headquarters. Generally, there are 5 watch and act warnings still current. 2 of them are particularly important, one for the King River catchment and one for the Ovens River catchment. So go to the Vic Emergency app and access those and keep an eye on that, and we will update them readily and constantly as the situation unfolds. There are a number of road closures in the municipalities. In the Wangaratta area, we've had road closures on the Great Alpine Road, Greta Road, Arundel's Lane, the Docker Carbor Road, and the Oxley Meadow Creek Road. So those road closures are still in place, so please take care, do not drive through floodwaters, take care to avoid those spots. The floodwaters are expected to rise and peak tonight in the wee hours of the morning. From there, we would expect those waters to maintain a fairly high level till around Sunday. So the water will be here with us for some time, but we are able to predict that by Sunday we should start to see a change. We're not expecting weather events that are going to increase the risk. We think we've got what we've got. At the moment, we're being as prepared as we can to deal with eventualities as they occur, but generally, if the community could be aware that we have a flood peak which is going to be near a major flood peak and take the necessary precautions, that would be great. Thank you.
Thank you, Lockie Gales, on behalf of the CFA. Thanks for your update. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to hand over to Director Marcus Goonan here at the rural city of Wangaratta. He's the Director of Community and Infrastructure, to say a few words on Council's behalf. Thank you.
Thanks, Dean, and hello everyone. From Council's point of view, now that we're back down off a major flood, we have everything in place, so we have a very clear and well understood flood plan that's been in practice for a number of years now and over the last couple of floods. So that's been enacted. You'll see us closing footpaths and car parks and roads, etc. proactively. If you are looking for emergency information, then please make sure you head to the appropriate authorities. So Vic Roads for any road closures, including council road closures, and obviously SES and the emergency Vic app for any of those notices around emergencies and warnings. From Council's point of view, one of our main tasks is just is securing of the levies, and everyone would realise over the last couple of years we have been upgrading those levies. There's no concern around levies at the moment, and certainly at that even the top end of that moderate flood and even the bottom end of a major, there's no concern for our levy structures. So from Council's point of view, it is really about road closures, water over road. Please keep reporting any incidents you see. As we see the flood waters recede, we'll obviously see some damage to roads. So please make sure you're jumping on the CRMS system off our council website and getting us those reports through. Thanks.
Director Goonan, thank you for your update. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite Kim from Municipal Emergency Response Coordinator for the Wangaratta Local Government Area. Thank you, Kim.
Good afternoon, everybody. Kim Clark from the Wangaratta Police. I'm the current MERC for the Wangaratta LGA during this event. As always, the Victoria Police's focus is on our community safety and reassurance and supporting the SES as the incident controllers for this event. It's a multi-agency response, therefore you see plenty of us out and about keeping you safe. Advise you all to continue to monitor the Vic Emergency app for current updates and information relevant to your particular areas. You will see the police out and about conducting patrols, safety and reassurance. Any properties that have been vacated, we will be out and about and available for you should you need us. And just a friendly reminder around road safety. So in circumstances such as these, please drive to the conditions, take heed of all warnings, be aware of potholes and damage to roads that may have been caused by significant rainfall or water over the road. And please do not drive through floodwaters. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Kim Clark, for that update. Now, finally, I'd like to introduce Tracy Harper, who is our local SES volunteer from Wangaratta, for her update. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean. Good afternoon, everyone. My name's Tracy. I'm a member of the Wangaratta Vic SES unit. Just a few important points. Firstly, there'll be no relief centre opened at this stage. Just ensure that you do have your home emergency kit and make sure in it is including your medication, important documentation, pets, pet food, if you've got dogs, birds and so forth, in cages, on leads and so forth. That's if you're going to leave your home. Keep updated by listening to the radios, specifically 3NE and ABC, I do believe. And also the Vic Emergency app, if you haven't downloaded that, do so because it's a very important and useful tool. Also keep updated on the Vic roads, road closures. A lot of information there for you. We always push if it's flooded, forget it. A vehicle can float in 15 centimetres of water, so just keep that in the back of your mind. For assistance, just keep in mind that if you're just needing assistance with flooding or anything to that effect, ring 132 500. But if you feel that it's life-threatening, please call 000. We do have a sandbag and sand point at the moment opened. It's on the corner of Rita Road and Hanley Street. There are sandbags there filled and ready to go, so if you feel the need for them, please pop down there and pick some up. If members are not at the site, you're more than welcome to duck across the road to the unit and we'll have someone come across and give you a hand. If you also access website ses.vic.gov.au, Your local flood guide will be on that website, which will give you a lot more information in regards to flooding in your area. And the only other thing I've got to say is just please stay safe out there. Thank you.
Thank you everybody for being here today. That ends up today's proceedings. Ladies and gentlemen, please use the services we do have available. They're here today to give us that advice, adhere to their advice, and we'll come through this together. Thanks very much. Have a great afternoon.